Welcome to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to all viewers, subscribers, supporters. So to the point. The 3.0 Ecodiesel engine is a V6 turbo diesel primarily developed by Motori, an Italian engine manufacturer now fully owned by Stellantis, formerly FCA/Fiat Chrysler Automobiles. It has been a significant option in Ram 1500 pickup trucks and Jeep Grand Cherokee, Wrangler Gladiator models in North America, offering a blend of impressive fuel economy, strong towing capability, and diesel torque. It's important to note that the engine has gone through a few generations, and some of the reliability concerns are more pronounced in earlier versions. Review and opinions. The 3.0 Ecodiesel is generally lauded for its outstanding fuel economy and robust low-end torque. Many owners appreciate its quiet and smooth operation, which makes it feel refined for a diesel, especially in a truck or SUV application. Character. The engine delivers substantial torque at very low RPMs, max torque often around 2,000 RPM, making it excellent for towing, hauling, and effortless acceleration. It's often described as a stump-pulling engine due to its strong grunt. Performance. While not a horsepower monster, typically 240 to 260 horsepower, its high torque, 420 to 480 lb-ft, translates to excellent real-world drivability, especially when loaded. It provides comparable performance to some larger gasoline V8s while offering significantly better fuel economy. Refinement. Compared to traditional truck diesels, the Ecodiesel is notably quiet and smooth, contributing to a more car-like or luxury vehicle experience. NVH, noise, vibration, and harshness levels are well controlled. Advantages. Exceptional fuel economy. This is the primary advantage. It consistently delivers significantly better MPG than gasoline V8 alternatives, often 20 to 35% better, providing extended range and lower running costs at the pump. Strong towing and hauling capability. The high torque at low RPMs makes it an excellent choice for towing trailers or carrying heavy payloads, allowing for smooth and confident pulling power. Refined operation. Quiet, smooth, and low vibration for a diesel, enhancing comfort, especially on long drives. Longer engine life potential. Diesel engines, in general, are often built to be more robust and can achieve higher mileage, 200,000-300,000 plus miles, than many gasoline counterparts with proper maintenance. High driving range. Combined with large fuel tanks in Ram 1500s, the fuel efficiency can provide a driving range of 800-900 plus miles on a single tank. Disadvantages. Higher upfront cost. Vehicles equipped with the Ecodiesel typically have a higher purchase price compared to their gasoline equivalents. Higher maintenance costs. While oil change intervals can be long, 10,000 miles, the cost per oil change is higher due to larger oil capacity and the requirement for specific synthetic diesel oil. Additionally, regular diesel exhaust fluid, DEF/AdBlue, refills, and more frequent fuel filter replacements add to maintenance expenses. Complexity of emission systems. Modern diesel engines have complex emission systems, DPF, SCR, EGR, that, while necessary, can be prone to issues if not maintained properly or if driving conditions are not ideal, e.g., too many short trips leading to DPF clogging. Specific reliability concerns. Especially earlier generations, the engine has faced some well-documented reliability issues, particularly in its first generation, 2014 to 2019, leading to frustration and significant repair bills for some owners. Faults and breakdowns. The 3.0 Ecodiesel has faced several recurring problems, with some being quite severe, particularly in early generations. EGR cooler failure, Gen 1. 2014 to 2019, this is one of the most common and serious issues. The EGR cooler can crack, leading to coolant leaking into the engine's intake system. In severe cases, this can cause engine hydrolock and catastrophic engine failure. Recalls were issued, but long-term reliability after the repair has been a concern for some. Oil cooler leaks. Gen 1. The oil cooler is another known weak point, especially under heavy towing or high-temperature conditions. Failure can lead to engine oil mixing with coolant, contaminating both systems and potentially causing engine damage. Turbocharger issues. Gen 1 turbo failures were also reported, sometimes linked to oil supply issues or overall stress on the engine. Emissions system malfunctions. General problems with the DPF, EGR valve, and SCR/AdBlue system are common, leading to illuminated warning lights, reduced power, limp mode, or even the vehicle not starting. DPF clogging from short-trip driving is a frequent cause. Timing chain slipping. Gen 1, while less common, there have been reports of timing chains stretching or slipping, which can cause misfires, rough running, and in extreme cases, catastrophic internal engine damage due to piston-to-valve contact. Bottom-end failures. Gen 3. 2020 to 2023, in some cases, while the third generation, Gen 3, Ecodiesel was largely redesigned, some isolated reports, particularly for newer models, mention connecting rod or main bearing failures, sometimes at relatively low mileage. These are often linked to manufacturing defects and typically occur under warranty. Glow plug issues can lead to hard starting in cold weather or misfires. Crankshaft position sensor issues can cause unexpected engine stalls or power loss. Fuel consumption. Fuel consumption is a major highlight of the 3.0 Ecodiesel. Official EPA ratings: Ram 1500. Gen 1, 2014 to 2019, often around 20 to 22 miles per gallon city/27 to 28 mpg highway, U.S. gallons. Gen 3, 2020 to 2023, improved to around 22 mpg city/29 to 32 mpg highway, U.S. gallons, with 4x2 models achieving the highest figures. Real-world figures. Many owners report consistently achieving figures in line with or even exceeding EPA estimates on the highway. Mixed driving typically falls in the low to mid-20s mpg. Towing heavy loads will significantly reduce fuel economy. Timing. The 3.0 Ecodiesel engine uses a timing chain system. Timing chain. The camshafts are driven by timing chains off the crankshaft. While timing chains are generally considered lifetime components, issues like stretching or tensioner failure can occur, especially if oil changes are neglected or specific design flaws are present, as reported in some Gen 1 engines. Maintenance. While no regular replacement interval is specified like with a timing belt, the health of the timing chain is highly dependent on clean engine oil and proper lubrication. Any rattling noises from the engine, especially on startup, could indicate timing chain wear and should be investigated immediately. Oil type. The 3.0 Ecodiesel requires specific, full synthetic engine oil formulations. The required specification varies by engine generation. Gen 1, 2014 to 2019, typically requires oil meeting FCA material standard MS 10902 and API CJ 4/ASIA E9/E7 or ASIA A3/B4, common viscosity 5W40. Some older recommendations might have included API CK4. Gen 3, 2020 to 2023, requires oil meeting FCA material standard MS 12991 and API SN or SN+, common viscosity 5W40, though some 2025 models might specify 5W30 meeting API CK4 and ASIA E9. It is absolutely crucial to use the correct oil specification for your specific engine generation and model year. Using the wrong oil can lead to serious issues, including DPF problems, turbocharger deposits, and accelerated engine wear. Capacity. Oil capacity varies slightly. Gen 1, 2014 to 2019, Ram 1500/Jeep Grand Cherokee, often around 10.5 to 11 quarts, approximate 9.9 to 10.4 liters. Gen 3, 2020 plus Ram 1500/Jeep Wrangler/Gladiator, typically around 8.5 to 9 quarts, approximate 8.0 to 8.5 liters. Always verify the exact capacity and oil specification in your vehicle's owner's manual. Maintenance. Recommended oil change intervals are typically 10,000 miles or 12 months, whichever comes first. However, due to the engine's sensitivity to oil quality and potential for oil dilution, especially with frequent DPF regenerations or heavy use, many owners and mechanics recommend more frequent oil changes, e.g., 5,000 to 7,500 miles, to ensure optimal longevity. Versions and history. The 3.0 Ecodiesel has evolved through several key generations. Origins. Pre-2014, the engine originated as a prototype developed by VM Motori in collaboration with General Motors for a planned European Cadillac. After GM's bankruptcy, Fiat, which later acquired Chrysler, picked up the project. It was first offered in some non-US markets, e.g., Australia, Europe, from 2011 onwards in vehicles like the Jeep Grand Cherokee, Chrysler 300C, and Lancia Thema. First generation, Gen 1. VM Motori L630, 2014 to 2019. This was the first version to be introduced in North America. Made its debut in the Ram 1500 in March 2014, making it the first half-ton pickup with a diesel engine offered in the U.S. in decades. Also available in the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Output: 240 horsepower and 420 lb-ft of torque. This generation is most commonly associated with the major reliability concerns, EGR cooler, oil cooler, turbo issues. Second generation, Gen 2. Often a refinement of Gen 1, post-emission scandal. Following an emissions scandal and a software update/recall, some changes were made. Some owners reported reduced power or fuel economy after these updates. Still largely the same underlying engine design as the Gen 1. Third generation, Gen 3. VM Motori GE, 2020 to 2023. A significantly redesigned engine, featuring over 80% new or revised parts. Introduced in the 2020 Ram 1500 and later in the Jeep Wrangler and Jeep Gladiator. Output: increased to 260 horsepower and 480 lb-ft of torque. Aimed to address the reliability issues of the first generation with stronger components, e.g., improved EGR system, higher rated fuel injectors, more efficient variable geometry turbo, revised engine block/heads. Generally considered more reliable than the first generation, although some isolated reports of bottom-end issues exist for newer models. The 3.0 Ecodiesel offers a compelling package of power, torque, and fuel economy, especially for truck and SUV owners. However, potential buyers, particularly of used vehicles, should be well informed about the generation of the engine and its specific maintenance requirements to ensure long-term satisfaction. The Gen 3 is generally viewed more favorably in terms of reliability. Thank you for watching the video, and I invite you to subscribe to the MOTO Freak channel. Greetings to everyone, and see you in the next episode. See you soon.